Hello friends and welcome back to my beautiful gardening life. This is Ansi and today is a video on some of my plants that have these beautiful fenestrations, as in I'm talking about holes on the leaves or cuts on the leaves. So I have a couple of them which I'm going to share with you. I know there's a lot of craze about this variegated leaves and variegated plants with fenestrations. Unfortunately, I cannot afford them, or I have still not reached that craze perhaps to add them in my garden. And right now, whichever plants I have, I will share them with you. They are lovely to look at. They have this fantastic cuts that just makes you wonder. Nature is so beautiful and we are blessed with it. So here we start. Okay, to start with, we have the all famous Monstera, with everyone being in love with it because of the holes and the fenestrations and the split leaves. This is the Monstera Bosiciana. I hope I'm saying it correctly. I have about 3 plants. This is a second one. This is a newest leaf which I was just showing you about in the introduction. And I have one more climbing on a moss pole. This is a second one. This is the Amitrian pinnatum or the dragon tail plant. Now this was taken as a cutting from a roadside plant. It was falling over from somebody's garden. So I had taken a cutting of it and it has grown so beautifully. And its newest leaves are like an absolute pleasure to look at. Here you see both of them, a little older leaf and the youngest leaf. And they are beautiful. Going on to the next one, this is another Monstera that I have. This is a Minstera Deliciosa. This is a newest leaf. It is pushing out and it's so beautiful to look at. It is a Deliciosa because of the ruffled or the plucked stem that we see where the leaf joins the main stem. That is how you know the varieties of Monstera. This is the 4th one, and this is one plant which I don't know what to say because I'm not getting its identity. I had done a video of this one saying it's a Lenieta, but recently I saw the pictures of Monstera Lenieta and they are like different from this one. So I think this is one variegation of Adansonii. It's beautiful. The newest leaf is a mint color, so I'm like loving it. And the next one is the Raffito Flora di Kosova. This I stacked it on a moss pole and it's not giving me any new leaves. It is stuck like this for the last 2 months and I'm wondering what is wrong with it. But it has this beautiful leaves with all these cuts and fenestrations. And the next one is another Monstera that is climbing up on a homemade pole and it's doing well. It was sold to me as a variegated one, but I can't see any variegation, but I'm happy with the kind of growth it's giving me and I love it because of this beautiful leaves. Going on to the next one is another Monstera. I guess it's a Monstera Petusa, or it's also called as a Raffito Flora Petusa. It's again foraged from somebody's garden, taken as a cutting. And yes, it's in some corner of my garden where it's getting bright direct sunlight. And it's doing well. I'm happy with the holes that it is giving me and the shape of its leaves. And the next one is Amitrian medium silver that I recently purchased. This is the plant. Oh boy, if you see it for yourself, not through the camera, it is an absolute beauty. I recently picked it up and it came with 3 leaves and I like the silverness of the leaves along with the fenestration. It is an absolute joy to look at. I was having one of them that was shared with me or given to me by a friend, again an Amitrian medium silver, but the leaf had just like one teeny weeny hole here, and then it had a runner that went on and on and on for like 4 months. And after I gave it my banana peel fertilizer in a liquid form, it did push out this leaf. And I think it is still in the juvenile stage, because over here also the fenestration is just in a form of this teeny hole, but its leaves are beautiful, and since it is from a friend, I treasure this plant as well. And going to the next one, we have another Amitrian. It's an Amitrian Zapilianum. I hope I'm saying it correctly, but again a beautiful plant with lovely fenestrations. This is the normal green one. I'm not sure whether there is a silver, but in the Amitrian medium there is a green as well, so it does get confusing, but I love this one for the foliage and for the tropical look it gives me. And the last one is this one. Now this was a plant that was sold to me as a Monstera Lenieta. This one is recently added to the garden. I love it because of the markings on the leaves as well as the fenestrations and the holes. And this is the biggest leaf it has. Well, this is a compilation of all leaves with holes and cuts and split leaves. I'm happy to share them with you. Thank you so much for watching. I see you again in the next one.